And hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Here we go, Dundee United versus Celtic in the Scottish Premiership. Again, my apologies for yesterday. Obviously I was ill, I couldn't do the live stream, which as many of you will know if you're a regular, it takes a lot for me to cancel a live stream. If you remember the Mexico days, I was always out kind of like smashed or like ill or sometimes a bit hungover, and I would still do the live stream, make an effort. But yeah, I was a bit ill, I don't know what I had. I was just throwing up constantly, so yeah, it wouldn't have been a great live stream because I had to keep on getting up to the toilet, and yeah, I don't want to go into too much detail, but yeah, I was a bit sick, guys. So sorry about that. I'll look to try and not cancel another live stream again. But yeah, sorry again. But yeah, guys, please do smash that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. Let's try and get this live stream popping up. I'm just going to check the audio, make sure everything's all good. But yeah, guys, smash that like button if you can. I'll go through the score, the team lineups and all that good stuff. And yeah, we'll slightly discuss yesterday's game of Rangers and Dundee. Yeah, cool. Audio's fine. As I was saying, yeah, so yesterday, before we touch on to this game, yesterday what happened, obviously in the Premiership, was that Aberdeen won 4-1 against St Mirren yesterday. A pretty decent result for them. Ramiro's got 2, Watkins got 2. Hibernian, again, still pretty poor in the league at the moment. They drew 1-1 with Motherwell. And then, of course, the St Johnstone game and Ross County game was cancelled. And then a huge win there again from Rangers. I did watch the Rangers game. I watched the Rangers game from bed. And yeah, Aribo was fantastic for Rangers. Morelos scored. But yeah, who is it? Giovanni Van Bronckhorst with his 4th win on the bounce, which is a really decent record, to be fair. I think the first time since 1969-1970. So yeah, Rangers are looking pretty good under Giovanni Van Bronckhorst, and there's some more games to keep on coming, and this is without the them sort of playing like as a group. They've not really had any time to implement his ideas just yet. So it is interesting there from Rangers and Dundee, and I'm looking forward to the game against Lyon on Thursday to see how far Rangers have sort of come. Anyway, moving on, we've got 2 games today. We've got Dundee United versus Celtic, and then Livingston play Heart of Midlothian later. But let's obviously talk about the 12 o'clock kickoff, the one we're covering now. Dundee United versus Celtic. The team lineups are as follows. Siegrist is in goal, Freeman, Edwards, Mulgrew, and Spurl at the back. In the midfield is Paulette, Harks, Fuchs, Niskansen, and then up top is Aparea and Clark. And as for the Celtic side, it's Joe Hart in goal, Taylor, Starfelt, Carter Vickers, and Jananovic, along with Turnbull, McGregor, Rogic, and up top is Mikey Johnston, Kyogo Furuhashi, and James Forrest. So the update I've really got for you is that Ralston, who went off injured last week there, is not playing. Jota, who went off injured, is not playing. And who was the other went off injured? I can't remember who else went off injured. I'm trying to look at the back line. Who else went off injured? Yeah, I can't remember who else went off injured during the week. But yeah, I'm trying to work it out. Who went off injured? There was 3. It was Jota and Jota, Ralston, and I can't remember the other person who went off injured. But yeah, Ralston and Jota not playing today due to that. So yeah, must be fairly serious. But why has my camera gone slow-mo for? Poor MacBook. Poor MacBook can't handle this. But guys, yeah, what are you thinking ahead? Oh, fuck off. Sorry, I can't. There you go. Guys, what are you thinking ahead of today's game? What's your score prediction? Who do you think is going to score? Who do you think is going to come away with the 3 points? Are Celtic going to miss Jota today, guys? Let me know down there in the live chat. Will Celtic miss Jota? Who else we got in here? 4 Akis. No, it wasn't that, mate. It wasn't that Gallenpine here, mate. It wasn't that, buddy. Hey, Tev, saw you yesterday, my guy. I hope you're feeling better, dude. Mate, yeah, for those of you just joining in, I was in a bad way. I had like everyone saying hangover. I mean, alcohol doesn't help, but no, I'm joking. I was just kept on being sick, man. I don't know what it was, just kept on being sick. It's kind of past now. I did feel a bit rough this morning, but I'm well enough to do a live stream and stuff like that. But man, I was a bit rough, man. It was as most of the regulars will know from the Mexico days, man. I was constantly coming on here like sort of hungover and or ill. Sometimes I would come on and still do the live stream. So it does take a lot for me to miss a live stream, and yeah, it was one of them. I left it to the last possible moment. I just thought I'll probably have like loads of people unsubscribe to the channel for just like a poor performance. Like I was so bad, like really bad, and I was just going to be getting up and being sick constantly, and yeah, it just wasn't going to be feasible. But guys, if you can do us a massive favour, please do smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new. As I said, a very interesting game this afternoon. Of course, Dundee United are in a bit iffy form at the moment. They are fourth in the league, which is not too bad. However, they've only got one win from their last 5 games. They're obviously losing to Motherwell in the last game out, drawing to Ross County before that. They did beat Aberdeen, but obviously got pumped 5-2 off Hearts and lost to St Johnstone. So the good form that they were sort of showing at the start of the season is kind of gone now. It's not the same now from Dundee United. Dundee United beat Rangers at Tannadice at the start of the season. It's a bit different. They're still fourth. They're still doing okay, but their recent form shows that, you know, they probably won't be up for a fight today. Fight was one win from their last 5 games. As for Celtic, it's a completely different story. Celtic in really, really good form. Take away their Bayer Leverkusen loss. They've had 5. Oh no, they've not. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 wins from their last 5 domestic league games. So Celtic in really, really good form at the moment. Also, but look, no Jota today for Celtic. How big will that be of a cost? How big will no Jota be for Celtic? That's it's going to be interesting to see what they're like. Jota is a key man in that line, and so is Ralston. Ralston, in terms of going forward and creating chances, is big for Celtic as well. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how it sort of pans out and how it works out. And I'm interested to see how it sort of, you know, comes together, if you want to put it that way. Guys, if you haven't already, there's 60 people. Please do smash that like button, subscribe. Let's try and get this live stream up to 50 likes before the start of the match, guys. Smash that like button and subscribe. Brian says, anyone having troubles? No, mate. It usually starts at. It usually comes on ready to go just before the game. So like, give it 5 minutes, mate. You'll be all right. No Jota or Kyogo. Is Kyogo's playing? Yeah, Kyogo's playing. It's just Jota. Who was the other guy that got injured during the week there? Who came off? I'll just check in the other against Hearts. Who was it? I'm struggling to think who it was. Ralston. Oh yeah, Ralston, Welsh and Jota. Yeah, so Welsh went off as well. That was a big one. That was a big blow for Celtic. Stephen Patton says Celtic are strong enough to do the job without Jota. 3-1 Celtic. Why are there so many obsessed people in here? G'day, mate. Great. Good to see you from the Australia. Hope you're well. Looking forward to a great game. Well played. Ange post-match presser toe to toe with Peter from PLZ show. Nice one, man. I never seen that. I've had a break away from the whole social media. I watched the Rangers game yesterday from bed, but apart from that, man, I just kept away from the social media. You guys will know way more than me. Good to see John Mitchell. Hope you're well. Yeah, you guys will know way more than me today. I had to take a day off of it yesterday. Keeping up to date with it. Too ill. I'm so happy with Rangers' performance yesterday. Rangers kept on creating chances. Yes, the Rangers were really good yesterday. That was a really good performance. Yeah, it's going to be interesting. This next couple of games, I think Rangers got Lyon on Thursday. Then they got Hearts away at Tynecastle on Saturday or Sunday. Celtic have got, obviously, Dundee United today. But I think Celtic have got a fairly decent festive run after this. After this, I'd say this was the hardest game in their sort of festive lineup, Celtic. And look at their matches going through now. Obviously, Dundee United. Taking away the European games, that's all done. But Motherwell at home, Ross County away, St Mirren away, St Johnstone away, then Hibs at home, and then obviously the Rangers at home as well. So Celtic have got a pretty generous December fixture list, to be fair. Rangers have got a lot harder. They had the had Hibs at Easter Road, then they got Hearts at Tynecastle, Aberdeen at Pataudry. So some tough games there for Rangers coming up over the next couple of weeks. But yeah, Celtic will look at that one and be like, look, when you get 3 points in all of these games. This is probably the toughest one of the bunch. As I said, Dundee United have beaten Rangers so far this season at Tannadice. However, they have sort of dropped off a bit. Dundee United, 1 win from their last 5. They haven't been great as of late. Good to see Stevie 8088. Hope you're well, mate. But yeah, interesting. Gallant Pioneer, what do you think the score's going to be, bud? RFC 56, good to see you, mate. But yeah, the big news, no Jota, no Ralston, and no Welsh for Celtic due to picking up injuries during the week. Or was there Welsh? I can't remember if it was Welsh. I'll go through the lineups anyway real quick. Siegrist in goal, Freeman, Edwards, Mulgrew, and Spruill at the back. In the midfielders, Powlett, Harks, Fuchs, and Niskanen. And up top is Apre and Clark. As for the Celtic side, it's Joe Hart in goal, who I sent a video of him the other day. That is decent. That someone caught him just after the game to do it, and he did it. It was funny. But Joe Hart in goal, Taylor, Starfelt, Carter Vickers, and Jananovic at the back. In the midfielders, Turnbull, Rogic, and James Forrest. No, Turnbull, McGregor, and Rogic. And then up top is Mo Johnston, Mikey Johnston, Kyogo Furuhashi, and James Forrest. So a fairly strong side there for Celtic. Obviously, the headlines are no Ralston, who's become a key player for Celtic so far this season, especially going down that right-hand side. He did assist the goal for Kyogo during the week there. So he has been a key player for Celtic. I never thought I'd say that at the start of the season, but he has. He's really become a top and key player. Obviously, Jota, big miss for Jota on the left hand side. I just don't feel Mikey Johnston is the level of Jota in terms of the quality. But look, I don't know what the update is on those 3 players, how long they're out for. I think Ralston was maybe the one that was the worrying one that was out for a long time. But I think, yeah, Jota is the biggest blowout of them all. In terms of that, but I don't know how the length of time that he's out for. Yeah, he had a great game yesterday, Louise. He had a great game. Simulcon says, guess your guesses in the what minute the sniper takes Kyogo. I'm taking 56. To be fair, that dive was interesting from Kyogo during the week there. Mental one. What's he doing? Like, I think he'll grow out of it as time goes on. I think he was like, yeah, I don't know if that's like a part of like the J League's culture, but it's worrying when he's jumping on the floor every 5 minutes. Some big games going on in the Bundesliga too. You've got Hanover versus Hamburg, Dynamo Dresden versus KSC. I can't remember their name, but yeah, pretty interesting game there as well. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. We're keeping an eye on that one anyway. Did anyone watch the Klassiker yesterday? Borussia Dortmund versus Bayern. I heard that was a decent game. Bayern getting the job done there again. Always doing it. I guys, only 10 likes. Come on, that's 100 people in here. Let's try and get this live stream up. It's not unlike these live streams, guys. Let's try and get this up to at least 50 likes before half time, guys. Keep on hitting that like button. And get your score prediction down there as well. Here we go. This is a big game. Dundee United versus Celtic in the Premiership. We're about 5 minutes away from kickoff. Just gone through the team lineups. And as I say, you guys get your score predictions down there below. I'm interested to see what you're thinking. Do you think it's going to be an easy one for Celtic? Do you think it's going to be a hard one for Celtic? Just let me know. Let me go your score predictions, and yeah, we'll get underway very soon. Dundee United versus Celtic. Dundee United have been poor form though as of late. They've been in some poor form. There we go, ready to go. I spoke to a guy about IPTV yesterday on a Facebook group, so I might be getting that very soon. Maybe. Dundee United have been poor recently. Can't see them getting anything today. Same, mate. Yeah, they've been really poor as of late. Just 1 win in their last 5 games. Came against Aberdeen. But look, when the old firm in town, a lot of teams do step up their play. They do step up their play, and they'll be looking to just try and frustrate Celtic here today. But I do think Celtic will have the quality, despite Jota being gone on that left-hand side. I don't think there'll be as much creativity without Jota. No, there is going to be creativity, of course, but Jota is a key player, and Mikey Johnston just doesn't do it for me. He's nowhere near as good as Jota, but I don't know. I'm not sure on Mikey Johnston. I don't think he's all too great. And of course, Ralston as well. As I was saying, Ralston's been really, really good down that right-hand side as of late. So he'll be a massive, massive miss for Celtic as well going forward. Shout out to, sorry, I don't know. I can't understand Japanese, I'm going to go with. But yeah, shout out to the Japanese viewers. Good to see Burke. Connor Pillins on Celtic. He's liking this one. It's on Sky Sports today. Interested. Anyway, players are going to be coming out very, very soon. Tannadice is packed. Mostly full of Celtic fans. I think Celtic fans have got the three sides of the ground. That Carling stand. But players are going to turn out to the field in a couple of minutes or so. Keep getting your score predictions down there below, guys. Let's see what you guys are thinking ahead of this one. And remember, don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe. Let's try and get to 50 likes before kickoff. We know what the Celtic fans can do, and we know what the regular channel viewers can do here on the channel, guys. Please do hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Brian says SFA putting the Refs Association involved with the radio in them kicking their own area as the decision they'll come out and give an account of. Peter Master says you look rough, Dan. Yeah, recovering from yesterday, mate. In terms of, no, I wasn't out on the piss yesterday, but I was sick yesterday. I was sick. I needed sleep. I've had another 10 hours sleep today, so I'm not 100%. I'm probably about 80%, but yeah, I'm nearly there. I'm good enough to do a live stream though today, boys and gals. Thoughts on Xavi Simmons rumours? I think that's just rumours at this stage. For a young guy like that from PSG, Barcelona, I think a lot of clubs would go for him. A lot more money there. So I don't think he would come to Rangers. But we'll see what happens. John McKenzie loves a bit of Kyogo, is it? Good to see Mad Monk. Hope you're well. Don't look rough, it's just bedhead. Yeah, no, it's just bedhead, man. I was going to go for a shower, but I needed a sleep, man. I haven't had a shower yet. I'll have to have one after. But yeah, I needed a sleep today, guys. Kevin says, come on, Celtic from an LFC fan. What happened to you yesterday? Sick. I was sick, Christine. Sorry. Yeah, very sick. And no, it wasn't a hangover before you ask. It wasn't a hangover. I don't know, I must have eaten something that didn't agree, but yeah, I was being sick like multiple times yesterday. It got to the point where, yeah, there was nothing coming up. Aubrey says, evening from Australia. Think Celtic may struggle today. Who knows, though, Angeball can always produce goals. I'm interested to see how this one's going to work. I said Jota earlier on is a big blow. We seen Celtic earlier on in the season when Kyogo got injured. And Celtic went on this is what I was talking about, squad depth at the start of the season. Squad depth's imperative in terms of winning titles. That's why Celtic need to get to January. If Celtic get through these results, for these fixtures, get the 3 points in all of these fixtures, get to January, get some more bodies in, then they do stand a good chance of battling out for the title. But I said the difference between Rangers and Celtic this season is Rangers have got squad depth and Celtic don't. So this is where now injuries are being picked up. You know, the festive periods is here. Games every single 3 days. And yeah, squad depth might prove to be something. Obviously, Jota out injured today, Ralston out injured today, along with Stephen Welsh. So it's going to be interesting how it all sort of sets up. Yeah, it's going to be good. But anyone going forward, does anyone think a comfortable Celtic win today? I wasn't bothered, Dan. Oh, cheers, simple kind of man. That's all right. Yesterday, Rangers had Kent and Davis, not even in the match day squad. Yeah, that's what I mean. Squad depth, mate. Squad depth. Oh, that tea went down good, man. Right, here we go. Are we getting ready for this? What's happening here? Here we go. Players are coming out for the start of this one. Obviously, Dundee United in their home tangerine and black kit. And Celtic, obviously, in their green and white hoops. Ready to go here, ladies and gentlemen, at Tannadice Park. Celtic need to get another 3 points, as I said. They're sort of playing after Rangers at the moment. I always find that a bit more like high pressured. So they're sort of like Rangers get the 3 points and they've got to get the 3 points. Do you know what I mean? It's like it's constant like trying to get the result after Rangers have got it. I would rather be the team playing first and then like sort of setting the standard and then putting the pressure onto the other side. But as I said, look, Rangers got another big 3-point just. They're currently 7 points clear at the top of the table. Nothing but a win, really. You're looking at these fixtures that Celtic will need. Celtic just need to keep winning. And then it was going to be an interesting spectacle to come the Old Firm. Christine says she thinks it's going to be a draw. Teresa says, and what hedge were you dragged through? I don't know, Teresa. Thank you. No, I mean I've just got up. Really, I'm still ill from yesterday, so yeah, I was a bit. I needed that extra sleep. Sorry, but I'll do my hair next time. But yeah, recovering still, you know. Anyway, guys, the kickoff is about to get underway. Good to see HR Ben. Good to see Paul McCann. Good to see all the regulars in here. Gallant Pioneer and co. Guys, please do smash that like button. Let's try and get to 50 likes as soon as possible. We're about to get underway here for kickoff. Charlie Mulgrew, obviously, coming up against his former side. I didn't realise how old Mulgrew was. I always thought he was fairly young, but he's like 35, I'm sure. Which is interesting. How will Celtic fare this afternoon without Jota and Ralston? I bet Celtic fans didn't think they would be saying Ralston is a key player at the start of the year, at the start of the season, but he is now. He's really nailed himself down as a right back, a guy that creates a lot of chances for Celtic. But here we go. Kickoff is about to dawn. And as Paddy Ryan says, come on the hoops, the big win is needed. Celtic, yeah, they do need 3 points. Anything less would always be not a disaster, but it would open the gap up by a mile. Whereas Rangers currently 7 clear. But Dundee, this game is going to go, and Celtic have the chance to close it back down to 4 again. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Kickoff's underway. Celtic get us underway here. Kicking from left to right. Dundee United from right to left in the tangerine jersey. Celtic in their green and white hoops. And here we go. They take the knee. And we are ready to go. Just passes it all the way back there. Now into the middle of the park. Back over to Rogic again. Rogic forward. Celtic already coming down that right-hand side. Nice little pass there again, keeping possession. It's going to be interesting to see Jananovic playing down that right-hand side over it. Now he comes forward here again. Here comes James Forrest. Forrest forward. Celtic already looking to try and sort this attack out right away. Here comes Rogic. Rogic all the way down that left-hand side again. Celtic forward. Celtic now here with Mikey Johnston stepping in. Big shoes to fill today. Mikey Johnston. Obviously, Jota has been in sublime form since he's really came on loan from Benfica. He's not really ever been out the team. Picked up an injury again. I haven't been following. I had a break away from the whole Scottish football news world due to being sick. But I don't know how long. I don't know if Ange Postecoglou's gave an update on any of these players. I don't know how long they're out for. Can anyone let me know? How long's Jota and Welsh and Ralston out for? What was the update regarding that? Guys, if you haven't already, please do smash that like button. As I say, sometimes my camera stops linking up, so I just have to reset it now and then. But yeah, guys, please do smash that like button and subscribe if you are new. So his goal's gone a bit dodgy. Come on, Celtic. Merry Christmas, says Owen. Good to see Arsenal fan. He likes that one. Dundee United ride out the early storm. They could take something. I mean, Dundee United, as I said, they're still 4th in the league, remember, at the moment, Dundee United. But they haven't. They started the season pretty well. As I say, they got a win against Rangers here. They're also, as I say, sitting 4th in the table. Could go to 3rd with a win here today. But as of the last 5 games, they've just sort of dwindled away a bit. Only 1 win in their last 5. That was against Aberdeen. Got pumped by Hearts 5-2. And here comes Celtic with an early cross in there from James Forrest and his former teammate, Charlie Mulgrew, just clearing that one out for a corner kick. Celtic already trying to set the storm here at Tannadice and get that early goal. Yeah, liking it. Liking it. Carter Vickers, they got a beard now. He's always had a beard. Celtic now going to deliver this one here from a corner kick. Turnbull over it. Turnbull sends it in. And headed away again. Oh, it's a chance for Celtic over the bar. A header there from Kyogo Furuhashi. And he nearly got the early goal. Just came in initially from the corner. The corner was well struck. Johnston. Oh, it was Kyogo at that back. Needs to do a bit better in my opinion from there, Kyogo. That was so close. Just couldn't quite get it on target. Just went over the bar. No, but not a bad little chance there. But I think he should try and at least test the goalkeeper. That was a really, really good chance and he knows it. But here we go as they go the other way. Dundee United coming forward. Can Dundee United conjure up anything in this game? As I said, the danger men, as I said, they started the season pretty well. They have dwindled away since then. They still find themselves fourth. There's a chance for United. Hart's made a mistake. Oh my goodness me. That was a let off the hook there by Joe Hart. That was almost a goal. Dundee United had a free open. I need to see the replay to that. Just in Joe Hart in disarray there. And an open goal. My goodness me. That would have been an absolute blunder. Initially, Hart missed the ball. Oh, he's made... Oh my goodness me. If he had pace there, the Dundee United striker, that would have been an unbelievable chance to make that 1-0 there for the home side. Hart is let off the hook there, big time. That was massive chance for Dundee United. Celtic now coming the other way here with Kyogo. Already this game hasn't disappointed. Ball comes back into the box. It's Forrest. And that time there, just Mulgrew getting it away as he clears it away. And now Dundee United playing out from the back. Oh my good. Joe Hart is a lucky man. Albeit, he has been good at Celtic so far this season. But he still does have a mistake up his sleeve now and then, Joe Hart. That was a blunder and a half. But let off the hook massively. Massively let off the hook there, Joe Hart. As Gallant Pioneer says, Hart seems to have a mistake in there. Yeah, that's what I was saying, that he does have that. He's been great for Celtic so far this season, but he does have a little mistake in him from time to time, doesn't he? Just, he kind of, sometimes he will just give you that opportunity now and then. Kevin C says, where are both teams in the table? Second and fourths. Dundee United are in fourth at the moment. Celtic are in second. Ball switch play there again from Celtic. Now here comes Mikey Johnston. And already that flag goes up there. That time on the on Johnson. It's going to go out for a throw-in or a free kick there to Dundee United. It's, the boys have travelled in their numbers up to Dundee. Three sides of the stadium, all in Celtic fans. As Celtic look to try and get a huge 3 points here. Siegrist now in possession for Dundee United as they're going to hit this one right up the top of the park and get things going again. Siegrist. Nice free kick. Headed back down and away. It goes back out of play there again and it's Dundee United throw-in. Guys, if you haven't already, please do smash that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. As I say, we are back again during the week for some Europa League games. I know they're dead rubbers, both of them, Rangers versus Lyon and Celtic versus Real Betis. But look, it's another game. It's a game where these teams can go out there and enjoy themselves. Here comes Kyogo, chance for Forrest, and that Forrest shot just goes over the bar. Oh, in fact, it was Rogic who took the shot there. And that was a close one, Kyogo, just making that run. But just already here in this early 10 minutes, I think Celtic already missing Jota along that left-hand side. I think he just has that, provides that pace and that skill that negotiates past defenders. And already, I know it's early days, but I can just see them sort of missing Jota at the moment here on this left-hand side. Early days, yeah, early days. Making that judgment, but just that pace and just that creativity, he really does. He is a massive loss for Celtic, Jota. As again, I don't think anybody knows how long he's out for. Is anybody gonna? Does anybody know? Did Ange Postecoglou give an update on how long this guy's going to be out for? Here's another throw in here for Dundee United, headed down. Thomas goes, I thought Celtic was playing at Celtic Park. Mate, the way I keep it, if you want to know where either Celtic and Rangers are ever playing, so you support Rangers, and look at where, if Rangers are playing home on that weekend, then Celtic will play away, and if Rangers are playing away that weekend, then Celtic are playing at home. That's how I keep up to date with it. Oh yeah, it was a big mistake, wasn't it, Christine? Celtic let off the hook big time there, though. No, Joe Hart let off the hook big time. Gallon Pioneer says, I heard Jota could miss the cup final. So he could be out for the festive period. That's a big blow if that's true. I don't know how true that is. I'll double check that, I'm sure. Ange Postecoglou will give us an update afterwards, but that's a big blow. Jota being out for that long. As I said, Mikey Johnson for me isn't up to it. He's not as well, everybody knows he's not as good. He's definitely not as near as close as Jota in terms of quality. Here's Mulgrew. Mulgrew hits that down that right hand side. Now here come Dundee United looking to maybe sort of set themselves up a chance. United there just clearing it away all the way along that back line again. Here's Mulgrew again. Comes back into the middle of the park. Now United put another ball down that right hand side. Dundee United coming forward. Long ball into the box, and that's blocked there again by Celtic. Goes out for a throw into United, though. United just looking to have the bit of the ball for a while. Doing all right with it. Just passing it around. Now it comes back over to them again. Now down that right-hand side. Blocked again there by Celtic. One back, though, by Rogic. Rogic sends James Forrest down that right-hand side now. Here's Juranovic. Ball goes back into the box, and that's cleared away again there by United. And now that goes forward. Here comes Charlie Mulgrew again in the middle of the park. Long ball over the top. Looks to try and set the striker off there, but Celtic clear it up and give it back to Joe Hart. And then Hart's just going to play out from the back here again. Good to see King Handsome. Hope you're well. James Alexander says Celtic can't afford to buy Jota. I think Celtic got quite a lot of dosh in the summer, didn't they? Ajeti and Shetty, Aya and Edouard. Although I don't know how much money went to PSG from Edouard's sale, but the way Celtic negotiated that Aya deal with a year left on his contract was really, really good business. Here comes Celtic at the far right-hand side here again, and Dundee United just beating them to the ball there again that time. However, not for long as Juranovic regains possession. Now here comes Celtic again. Rogic. Rogic's career is really rebooted under Ange Postecoglou as well. Here comes Callum McGregor, and that's cleared away again there by Dundee United. In fact, brings down James Forrest, and that's going to be a free kick here to Celtic on the edge of the box. Good chance for Celtic to try and send something and test this Dundee United defence. As Forrest brought down, I think that time by Parks. As I said, this could be a good opportunity. Maybe for a shot, or at least a cross. It looks like Forrest might be over this one. In fact, David Turnbull's over it. Seagrass just trying to organise his wall. Guys, if you haven't already, please do hit that like button. Let's try and get to 50. Let's try and get to 100 likes before half time. There's over 320 people here in the live stream. Big shout out to you all. Please do hit that big red button and smash that like button. We do cover a lot of Scottish football here on the channel. As David Turnbull is about to send this one in for Celtic. Turnbull in. Ball goes in. That's Seagrass there. Not troubled by that advancement there from Turnbull. And Dundee United just back in possession there again. Now, Dundee United going forward. It's been an interesting first opening quarter of an hour. Dundee United certainly haven't just been sitting around like most teams do when the old firm come to town. They have been playing their football, been well organised. To be fair, probably had the best chance of the game. Joe Hart's mistake earlier on in the match probably should have capitalised. If they had someone with a bit more pace, they had an open goal there to put the ball into the back of the net, but Joe Hart was let off the hook massively. And now Dundee United are coming forward here again now. Dundee United with another throw-in. As they look to try and test Joe Hart here again. Thank you, John Park, mate. I'm all recovered now, buddy. I'll be back again. I won't be missing any more. I think I set a streak of the amount of streams I've done. I don't think I've ever missed a stream in a year and a half. The last stream I didn't do was October 2020. So, yeah. I've never missed since Pure Scottish Football started, I've never missed a stream, ever. Here comes Celtic again now. Juranovic into James Forrest. Forrest back over to Juranovic. Juranovic forward. Blocked there again by Dundee United. Celtic, again, just struggling. Not struggling, but finding it hard to negotiate their way through this Dundee United defence. Already here so far. I know it's early days, but no real clear-cut chances from Celtic. Maybe Kyogo from the corner. But usually, just Celtic are battering teams in terms of the defence, in terms of the attacking quality. I'm just thinking, is Ralston along that right-hand side and Jota on that left-hand side in the attack? Are they missing them too much so far? I know it's early days, but I just feel down that left, it's not as fast. It's not as clear-cut. Here comes, already here, yes. Ball comes back into the box again now for Celtic. They are dominating possession. No real clear-cut chances from Celtic just yet. Here comes James Forrest. Now into Mikey Johnston. Mikey Johnston down that left-hand side. Ball comes back into the box. Here's Rogic. Rogic looking to maybe take a shot here. Here's another chance for Turnbull. Turnbull down to into Juranovic. Juranovic forward into Forrest. And Forrest just beating off the ball. And that's going to go out for a Celtic corner. And in fact, that's going to go out for a goal kick here to Dundee United. I'm the same as you, Brian. Might be your Wi-Fi, bud. Gallon Pioneer says, having rival fans on the stream adds to the banter. Mate, that's why I did it. That's why I created this channel, really. I find it interesting having rival fans, speaking with each other. Obviously it's clean cut, but there's so many fan channels out there on YouTube. There's not as many. There's not really any for sort of everyone. So I decided to use that as the gap, not a gap in the market. It sounds like it's a business or something like that. But yeah, as a YouTube channel, it was like a sort of gap. There was no one really doing just like the Scottish content, just all Scottish, where everyone can just come in and voice their opinions and stuff. Whenever the ball goes into the box, he's goal freezes, says Norbert. It's alright with me, to be fair, mate. It's alright with me. Today. Sky Sports. Let's see Scotty. Ball comes over there for Celtic again. Celtic are dominating possession, as I say, about 75% at the moment. To Dundee United's 24. There comes Mulgrew. Mulgrew looking to try and find an option. He's a really good signing, still at the age of, as I say, I think he's 35. Doesn't look it, mind. And now here come United again over the top. Cleared away again by Celtic. Celtic going down that left-hand side. There's a chance for Mikey Johnston to be set free. Johnston now with the ball into the box. Kyogo's there, but again cleared away by United. Nice clearance, and as they look to try and go the other way here, Dundee United. All the way back into that defence. And hits that one long. And again, Celtic back in possession here with Carter Vickers. Carter Vickers forward. Celtic going down that left-hand side here again. And again, just comfortable there for the Dundee United defence as they just boot that one away. Celtic back on the ball there again with Carter Vickers. And back out of play again there. As I say, Celtic not troubled. Sorry, Dundee United not really troubled yet here in this opening 20 minutes. Still Dundee United 0, Celtic 0. Celtic in possession here again now with Turnbull. Now into Juranovic. Now here comes Celtic coming through. Decent run there by Celtic. It's a lovely run. Oh, it's a lovely goal. What? Oh, is that a goal? Oh, my goodness me. Tom Rogic. What a goal. What a run, by the way. That was a fantastic finish. The run originally there, he scores the goal. And that was amazing, the way that worked out there, Rogic. At first, I didn't think it went into the back of the net. He literally picked up the ball from the halfway line, went through one, then went through two, went through three, cut inside, went through four, and then took the shot. Unbelievable goal there, and Siegrist cannot believe the closing down from the Dundee United players. But what a run, and what a goal there. And Celtic have taken the lead here already. It is 1-0. My goodness me. Rogic there, as I say, just revitalised his career at... revitalised his career under Ange Postecoglou. It was sort of seeming like it was just kind of fading away there. But that goal was unbelievable there from Tom Rogic, and picked it up from the halfway line. Oh my goodness me. Literally fantastic. Dundee United going the other way now though, as he's brought it down there. It's going to be a free kick. Starfelt, the man who brings him down, and also gets a yellow card there, Starfelt. Really, really good goal there from Tom Rogic. Those of you not watched that, my goodness me. Carl Starfelt goes into the book there, just bringing down one of the United players. And Dundee United do have themselves a free kick here already. Pat says beauty from Big Tam. A really good goal. Really well worked. Decent run. Now United have a free kick in front of the travelling Celtic away fans. Dundee United. Can they... It's a bit too far maybe to shoot. Joe Hart just organising his wall. So Charlie Mulgrew's pulled rank. He's going to be the man that takes it against his former side as well. Charlie Mulgrew here for Dundee United. It's quite far out. I don't think he'll have enough to maybe... thingy yet. Mulgrew takes, and yeah, as I said, right into the travelling away Celtic support. Big Charlie Mulgrew against his old firm side. John Park says the Old Firm game in January will be a belter. Yeah, looking forward to that, mate. They're always great on this channel. They're a bit hectic, man. You'll enjoy it, but if you've not been on the channel for that long to see an Old Firm live stream, they're really good. Here comes Forrest. Back over to Janovic. Janovic back into the middle of the park to Callum McGregor. Celtic looking for a second here already. Kyogo! And that's headed away again there from Dundee United. Guys, if you haven't already, please do smash that like button. There's 350 people here in the live stream. Big shout out to you all. Let's try and get to 100 likes before half time. That would be perfect. Yeah, if you can do us that favour, hit that like button, subscribe, and all that good stuff. Here comes Carter Vickers now. Celtic are 1-0 up here with a Tom Rogic goal. Is Forrest coming down that right-hand side again. Another ball back into the box. And now here comes Rogic again. And that time, Dundee United just clearing it away. Only as far as to Carter Vickers as the ball comes back into the box again. And again headed away by Charlie Mulgrew. Back to Mikey Johnson though. Johnson forward. And he's claimed for a free kick there. And he's been given one. Celtic have a free kick in a very, very good position. As it came off his hand there, just in the D. As I say, Celtic got a free kick in a real nice position now. And a chance to bolster their lead here in Tannadice. It's going to be Mikey Johnston by the looks of it, who's going to take it, or either him or Turnbull are going to take it. Looks like it's going to be Mikey Johnston. Siegrist will need to keep his men organised here, because this is a really good position, especially with a player like David Turnbull who can hit them from here. He's got that in his locker in terms of these sort of long shots and the articulate free kicks. But as I said, I do think it's going to be Mikey Johnston who's going to take it, just by the looks of him setting up the ball. Now here we go, Mikey Johnston. Just having a bit of trouble organising this wall. I'm just waiting for this free kick to go on. Here we go. Johnston! Oh, it's hit the wall. And it's gone out of play. And that's why you have the wall in place. Johnston just couldn't get that on a target. It goes straight into the Dundee United wall. And out for a corner. Good enough there from Mikey Johnston. However, a good clearance there from the Dundee United wall as that goes back out of play. David Turnbull over this one now with a corner kick. Turnbull's going to send this one in. Instead he goes outside that box. Ball comes back into the danger area. Chance for Celtic again. And that's headed away by Dundee United again there. Celtic, as I say, hungry for that second one already. Scotty, I'm okay. I'm okay. For those of you that don't know why I was ill, why I was just sick yesterday, guys. I was like, first stream I've missed in over a year, I think. First stream I've ever missed on this channel, to be fair. In terms of club games, I've done every single Rangers Celtic game since I started this channel back in January. Yeah, that was my first game that I missed. Even out friendlies as well. I've not missed any friendlies either. That just goes to show how bad I was. If you remember the channel back in the Mexico days, you'll know that sometimes I still braved it when I was ill, but yesterday was just too much. Here comes Dundee United again now with another shot from outside the box and blocked again there by the Celtic defence. Comes back over to David Turnbull as he sets a run there, and I think there's a foul in the build-up. And Celtic do get themselves a free kick. Greg Taylor playing. Haven't seen him in a long time. Obviously coming in, Juranovic moved over to the right-hand side, and then Greg Taylor coming in on the left. Celtic need more Croatian players. They dominate Rangers as they dominate them for the last 10 years. How many Croatian players does Celtic have? One, Juranovic. Rangers got two, Katic and Barisic. Rangers got two? Rangers got three, haven't they? No, two. Here comes Greg Taylor. Taylor all the way back over to Starfelt again. Starfelt forward. Now down that right-hand side again. That just goes back out of play. And goes out for another Dundee United throw-in. Brian says Celtic's going to dominate after Xmas. As I said, in January, it's January's... I think it's going to be interesting. It's going to be a very, very interesting run of certainly in December, there's an interesting run of fixtures coming up. Obviously, every 3 days. I've always been vocal about Celtic's squad depth. I don't think they do have a decent squad depth. But I do think today, without Jota, who I thought would be a key player, they're still creating chances here. And they still look fairly comfortable, Celtic, to be fair, without them. But as I said, getting to January is sort of imperative for the title charge, because they don't lacking squad depth and they need some more reinforcements. Because we sit at a time, I think, at the start of the season, I know it was early days in Ange Postecoglou's sort of philosophy, or his tenure, should I say. But when Kyogo got injured and when Callum McGregor got injured, they were both out, and then Celtic kind of kept on losing games, didn't look great at all for a decent period. Celtic drew to Dundee United in the home game, and then they lost to Livingston. And here comes Celtic with another shot, and that's Mikey Johnston there that time, but just gets a fingertip save to it, and that's going to go up for a corner. But yeah, as I said, squad depth is sort of imperative, especially this time of year when games are every 3 days. But if Celtic get to January and add to their squad a bit more, it could be interesting. It will be massively interesting. But I say in this fixture list that Rangers have got some tough games, real tough games. As I said so many times before, Hibs is sort of ticked off. That was a tough game and a hard away ground to go to. But Tynecastle on Saturday, which is going to be a tough place to go. Rangers struggle there quite a lot of the time, actually. I can't even remember the last win that Rangers had at Tynecastle. I really can't remember. Did Gerrard ever get a win at Tynecastle? I'm trying to think, especially the year that Hearts got relegated. I think Rangers knocked out the cup, drew at Tynecastle. I remember them drawing at Tynecastle in the October time in the 1920 season. Celtic with another shot, and that just goes wide of the post. So Tynecastle was not a happy hunting ground for Rangers. And obviously Pataudry as well, that's coming up. But yeah, be interesting to see these run of fixtures here. This is probably Celtic's toughest one out of their December fixtures. I mean, Celtic have got pretty decent games coming up. In terms of the home matches, most of them are home, and then the away trips are like St Johnstone on Boxing Day, who are in a bad way at the moment. McDermott Park, Dingwall at Ross County, another away game. So Celtic got some decent fixtures coming up, to be fair, in terms of this one. But yeah, we'll sort of see what happens. Here's Dundee United with another throw-in now as they come forward. Half-hour mark here, ladies and gentlemen. Dundee United 0, Celtic 1. Goal came from Tom Rogic. Rogic just taking the ball on his own, making a run in there, and literally from the halfway line, and scored Celtic's opening goal. Next weekend's match, we have Hearts versus Rangers at Tynecastle, and Celtic is playing Motherwell on Celtic Park. Sunday fixture is for you, Dan. Yes, I know, I've got them on. Both of them going to be quite good. Standout game, obviously, Tynecastle, Rangers v Hearts. Yeah, it's gonna be an interesting game. As I was just saying a minute ago, I can't remember the last time Rangers won at Tynecastle. It's always a draw there, I'm sure, unless someone can remind me down there in the comment section. But I do think it's not a happy hunting ground for Rangers, so it's gonna be a tough place to go for sure. Here comes Tom Rogic again now. Back over to that right-hand side to James Forrest. Forrest coming forward. Celtic looking for the second. Here's Turnbull. Back over to Forrest again. Now into Starfelt. Starfelt down that left-hand side. Long ball comes back into the danger area. Last time Rangers won away to Hearts was October 2017. That is a horrible statistic. That is a horrible statistic. Yeah, exactly. That's the game. So it was October 2017. Jesus, well, Gerrard never won at Tynecastle then. That's mental. That is mental. It's going to be an interesting game then on Sunday. Now here comes Celtic again, running down that left. Why is this so crap? Change the little plug. I don't know why my camera just goes off into a tangent. Like, it just suddenly goes laggy, and then it's like behind the voice. I still have never worked that out. I will never ever understand, I don't think. But huge games going on in Bundesliga too. Hanover are playing Hamburg, and then obviously Dynamo Dresden playing Calcian or something like that, whatever it's called. It's a decent match as well there. Kent season, is Celtic pumping Dundee, or is it even? Celtic have had the lion's share of possession. Definitely, but still 1-0 at the moment. Dundee United just trying to get themselves up the park, but yeah, Celtic definitely the dominant side in this game so far. Here comes Dundee United running down the left-hand side now. Can they push forward here and maybe conjure up a chance before half-time? Ball goes back over to Charlie Mulgrew. That's blocked again there by Celtic. Rogic on the high press. And again, back into that midfield. Tangerine jersey. He's just trying to keep a hold of the ball for a few minutes. Celtic, as I say, closing them down pretty intensely. He passes back to Seagrass. Seagrass back in possession now for United. Good to see Thomas M, mate. Hope you're well. Ange has been practicing at home, getting fit for running around Hampden with the cup. I mean, I don't think Celtic will have problems beating Hibs. Hibs are horrendous at the moment. David Turnbull there with a header, and that goes wide of the post. Yeah, Hibs have been horrendous. I think Rangers, obviously looking back on that game, just so pissed off probably because, as I say, Hibs just haven't been great. I always talk about Hibs, and I think the Hibs fans think that I maybe dislike them or something like that, but it's not that. I think their players are really good. I think they've got a really talented group of players, the Hibs players. But they frustrate me because they're so inconsistent. They can have a game where they beat Rangers 3-1 and play off the park, and then they'll go and lose to Ross County, or they'll go and lose to these random other games. So, it's frustrating. It is frustrating if I was a Hibs fan, because they have got that talent. They have got that talented group of players, and in the league, it's just not representing great, is it? I think they're like 7th at the moment. Stinking, considering they finished 3rd last year. It's been really, really bad. I think it's going to be a draw, says Sandra Mui. You must have the same camera as Ryan. He is always quitting mid-cast. Probably then, mate. Yeah, probably get the same one. I don't know what it is. It suddenly just goes like, it's not cutting out. I unplug it because it keeps on like not syncing up with my mouth, or my lips. Here comes United again now. Down this left-hand side is another chance for United to push forward. Just waiting for the cavalry to arrive again. And now they come down the left. They've got a chance here. United putting a ball back into the box. They are into Celtic's half, but well defended and well cleared up there by Jananovic. Now over to Tom Rogic, who's been like a prime Neymar today. cutting about like he's Neymar's like he's Neymar or something, man. Literally picking up the ball from the halfway line, going past around 4 players and finishing it. Really, really good bit of play by Tom Rogic. And now here he comes again. Here's Kyogo. Kyogo with another chance. Surely for Celtic 2. Siegrist makes a lovely save. Oh, what a save. David Turnbull probably should have been putting that in the back of the net. He knows it. And what a save there by Siegrist. After I criticised him maybe for the Rogic goal, that was an I criticised the goalkeeper in the Rogic goal. That was an unbelievable save there by Siegrist. And denies there David Turnbull, because that was David Turnbull should have been doing better there. Siegrist, unbelievable save, even on the rebound there. And that goes out for a corner kick. 10 minutes to go till half time. Dundee United 0, Celtic 1. Good save there by Siegrist. Oh, is it 2019? So Gerrard did win at Tynecastle then. I can see Sword and Shield, mate. Hope you're well, bud. Oh, it's El Ratico today. Oh, here's the thing. Right, I'm going to end this poll, guys. What do you want? I can either do the Hearts game today, or do you want me to do El Ratico? Or do you want me not to do any games? As I seen it on, was it Scottish Patter, the Instagram page? El Ratico. Which one shall I do? El Ratico, Leicester v Aston Villa, or Hearts v Livingston? I don't normally do Premier League games on here, but it does have a Scottish link to it, I suppose, because the Brendan Rodgers versus Stevie G. El Ratico. I might do it. It's funny. I'll have a little vote in there. We'll see. Two secs. Here comes Celtic again on the attack. Looking for a second hit. Here's a chance of Callum McGregor. McGregor forward in there again, looking to find Mikey Johnston. Momentum slowed a bit. Finds Johnston again. Now just outside the box. Celtic coming forward here with David Turnbull. Turnbull looking to maybe pull the trigger. Here's a chance for Celtic coming through, and Dundee United close them down. 2 seconds. There you go. Set up the poll. See what everyone says. Comes Celtic again now. Cleared it away. In over the top there by Dundee United. United forward. Oh, there's a chance for United, by the way. Oh, he's offside just there, near enough, almost 40. Just made the wrong pass there on that attacking front there that time. Dundee United, real good opportunity to get forward and maybe try and respond there with an equaliser. However, just picked the wrong pass in my opinion. I think he should have maybe kept it out and played it along the left-hand side rather than going forward. But a good opportunity there for United. Just to go to show, still time in this game at the moment, ladies and gentlemen, that this match is definitely not over just yet. You know, these 1-0 score lines. Celtic need to go out there and bolster, find a few more goals. And yeah, not lose. As I say, no, definitely not over. Here comes Carter Vickers now. Vickers forward. A few minutes till half time. Celtic on the attack again. Here comes Johnston. Now back into Rogic. Rogic forward again. Now here comes away through back and cleared it off there again. Here come United looking to go on a counter attack. Celtic win the ball back again. David Kennedy says, what happened to your live podcast of Rages yesterday, mate? I was ill, buddy. I was ill. Sorry, man. As I said, from the start, and since I've done these live streams, man, I've never missed a game. But, you know, it takes a lot for me to miss a live stream. Yeah, I was really, really sick yesterday. That's why. I'm better now. Most of you think it's a hangover. But the alcohol didn't help. Let's put it that way. But... it was, I had like a stomach bug. I think something I'd eaten or something like that. They come United now. Blocked again there by Rogic. Rogic going forward. And that's cleared away again there by Celtic. likes that one. Well, everyone's going for Hearts v Livy. Fair play, fair play. I thought it was going to be El Ratico. El Ratico, boys. Who's going to win El Ratico? Villa or Leicester? Let me know who you think's going to win it down there in the live chat. Celtic looking for a second here before half-time. Here comes Rogic. Ball in over the top. It's a chance, and that's it. Oh, it's the second goal. And it's Mikey Johnston, I think it is. Oh, it's David Turnbull, in fact. Turnbull's put it in the back of the net. Celtic 2. Oh, sorry, Dundee United 0. Celtic 2. And that is a massive, massive step towards all 3 points. Getting that second goal. And it's David Turnbull. He's had a good couple of chances here today. But manages to put that into the back of the net. And that is that. Probably not job done just yet. But it's a massive, massive step towards all 3 points here for Celtic. Good bit of play there again. And Celtic have been the better side and deserve it. Created all the chances. And are 2-0 up here at Tannadice. And we'll close that gap to 4 points at the top of the table as things stand. David Kennedy says, fair play, Dad. You're feeling better now. Yeah, I'm feeling a bit better, mate. I'm feeling much better than I was yesterday. Let's put it that way. I was in a bad way yesterday. But Celtic are 2-0 up here. 5 minutes to go till half time. As I said, I wouldn't have said Dundee United have necessarily played poorly today at all, to be fair. They've not really played bad. I think Celtic have just kind of played them off the park. It's a chance to make it 3 with Kyogo. Siegrist just collecting the ball there again. Guys, if you haven't already, there's 400 people here in this live stream. Big shout out to you all. Please do smash that like button. Let's try and get to 100 likes here before half time. And yeah, please do subscribe. Hamburg have scored against Hanover in the Bundesliga 2. A huge game down there in the Bundesliga 2. I've already been following it this year. But some big teams down there. Schalke are in there as well. Dynamo Dresden, Hanover, Hamburg, St. Pauli. So some big teams down there in the Bundesliga 2 at the moment. But it looks like VAR have chopped that goal off from Hamburg. It doesn't look like it's going to count, unfortunately. They like that one as well. Here's another throw in here from Dundee United. Cleared away again there by Celtic. Dundee United forward back into the box. Closed down again there. Nicely won there by United again. And that's cleared away again there by Celtic. And not troubled. And I think to win themselves a free kick. With a couple minutes left to play here, ladies and gentlemen. Still Dundee United 0. Celtic 2. Guys, if you want to vote for the next game, at the moment it's 50-50 at the moment. I think we've got, everyone's going 50-50. Out between Hearts v Livy or El Ratico. Which one do you want to see next on the channel? James Kane says, that's why Turnbull is better than Aribo. Ooh, bit of beef there. Who's better, Turnbull or Aribo? Both good players, both good players. Both fairly different players as well, to be fair. But who do you think is better? What a difference a year makes. This time last season, Celtic was second. This year they were second. Credit is due, says Gavin Piner. Celtic will probably win the World Cup as well. Pat says, no, I don't go on Rangers video. That would be sad. Sandro goes Aribo. Now here comes Celtic along this middle of the park here to Carter Vickers. Back over to Juranovic again. Down that right-hand side. Now back into the middle of the park. So Celtic looking to maybe even get a few more goals here. And really win this one comfortably. I think in terms of the goal difference race, if you want to put, if anyone is interested in that, I think Celtic are 3 goals better now, including this match, than Rangers. It was a lot bigger at one point, a lot bigger. I don't know if Celtic had run away with the goal difference lead. However, it has closed up a little since then. Celtic getting the job done here at Tannadice. John Park says Aribo is better by a country mile. But do you like the league being like this, or do you like the league being really open? I think this year has been it's an interesting league. It's an interesting one. It's a shame that Dundee United and Hearts kind of dropped off a bit. You know, I know kind of them two pushing for a bit of a place. I know they're never going to finish first or second or anything like that, but it was quite good having them there or thereabouts, especially Hearts. I feel like Hearts were looking good at one point, but they were just too inconsistent. Yeah, but next up for Celtic is Real Betis during the week, actually. It's a bit of a dead rubber. It's a dead rubber, but it's a chance to just go out there and give it a go. Obviously, Celtic will probably be prioritising the game on the weekend. Motherwell, I think it is. Celtic are playing at home. But, yeah, a chance maybe to see a few different faces play for Celtic during the week. Rangers have got Lyon. Again, another dead rubber there as well. Rangers, nothing can happen. They're already through to the Europa League. So, yeah, just another game there. Another game just to make rest players. Obviously, all eyes will be on Tynecastle, I suppose, next week. Rangers haven't won there since April 2019 at Tynecastle, albeit Hearts were down in the other division for a while. However, have a poor record at Tynecastle, Rangers. Here's a chance for Celtic. Another ball goes back into the box, and that's cleared away again there by Dundee United. And in fact, that flag goes up on Mikey Johnson. And that is going to be a free kick to Dundee United, which will see us out for the second half, guys. 12 likes away from 100, guys. If you haven't already, please do hit that like button. And subscribe. As I say, we are on our way to 11,000 subscribers, 700 away. And we're also nearly at 100 likes. If you like your Scottish football content, it's the first time you're seeing the channel, then please do hit that big red button and subscribe. And look, here we go, half-time here at Tannadice. It's Dundee United 0, Celtic 2. Goals come from Tom Rogic, an unbelievable solo goal, in fact, by Tom Rogic for the opening goal. And then David Turnbull got the second goal, a huge goal there for Celtic. And he got that second goal. We all know how important getting that second goal is in games like this. And Celtic have made it 2 here at Tannadice. And yeah, a huge step towards all 3 points. Game not finished just yet, but a big step towards getting all 3 points here at Tannadice. Guys, I'm going to go grab a brew. I'll be back in around 5 minutes. 6 likes to 100. Let's smash that like button. Subscribe if you're new. And I'll see you all in a few minutes. Sup guys, back again, ready to go for the old second half. Guys, still not even 100 likes yet. Guys, if you haven't already, please do smash that like button. Let's try and get to 100. We're 3 away. We're slacking today. Troops, about 300 people here in the live stream. Who we got here in the live stream? What did you think of the second? What did you think of the first half there, ladies and gentlemen? What's everybody saying? Mods are a joke. Everybody's always saying that. What was we saying? Why are the... If we had VAR, Celtic would be third and Kyogo, man. Dan, it's half time, mate. Yeah, I know. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. What do you think of the What do we think about going into the second half? Will it be a Celtic clear up, or will it going to be Dundee United going to come back, or what's going to happen, guys? Let me know your thoughts down there in the live chat. Think they run the world when really they moderate a YouTube stream. Absolute clowns. What's happening? People getting banned though? You'll tell me what's happening in terms of what's happening with the moderators that we need to look at. Dover. A cow will never become a horse. Great. Cool. Stephen MacArthur says Hibs are one-sided. No, mods are one-sided. Yeah, but I've got 3. Stevie's a Celtic fan. Slippy G's a Celtic fan. He's a moderator. John's neutral. John's Hearts. John's a Hearts fan. Got 2 or 3 Rangers moderators as well. We've got a Motherwell fan that's a moderator. So just to clear it up, there's moderators from different fan bases. You've got a good few Celtic fans that are moderators, and a good few that are Rangers ones. There we go. Second half will be back soon anyway. But there needs to be another. Slippy doesn't really come in anymore. Marco says, no, there's mods for everyone. There's just to clear it up. I don't want to keep revisiting it, but I keep getting comments about moderators. Basically, we have 2 or 3 Celtic fans that are mods. So Stevie, like you can see Stevie there, he just commented there. Stevie 1888, he's a Celtic fan. You've got Slippy G, who's a Celtic fan as well. He comes in, but he usually misses the Celtic games sometimes because he's a Celtic season ticket holder, I think. And then you've got John. John's a Hearts fan. You've got Scotty, who's a Motherwell fan. You've got Kim, who's Rangers. You've got Golden Temple, who's Birmingham, but more of a Rangers fan. I'm trying to think of the other moderator. Liam, but he doesn't really come in that much. Trying to think of the others. I'm trying to think of the other moderators. But yeah, it's fairly even. There's 2 or 3 Celtic fans, 2 or 3 Rangers fans. There's got Hearts fans. There's Motherwell fans. But yeah. You should get your mates to mod it, bro, because these guys are bonkers, says James Kane. Quadruple treble fishing hook. Rangers are on steroids. What's happening, mate? Good to see Michael, buddy. Hope you're well, man. Mad Michael, man. Good guy. There we go. Couple minutes to go to the second half. Are Dundee United going to be coming back, guys? Or are Celtic going to run away with it with a few more goals? I'm probably going to go with the latter there. I think Celtic will go clear up in this match. Now, Dundee United need to come out a bit more and probably play. And in that meantime, that would just suit Celtic's game of play, style of play, sorry. And they'll really go and punish them and kill them off. Any Sutton, and Sutton isn't biased. I don't mind some of the moderators being biased, like in terms of obviously everyone supports who they support. So if you've got a Rangers moderator, then they're going to support Rangers, of course. Celtic and the same thing. But just to clarify, there's got a good few Celtic mods, got a good few Rangers mods, and we've got some neutral mods as well that are Hearts, Motherwell, and stuff like that. You know. Michael Stone says Dundee United have been trash. I actually didn't think they had played too bad, but yeah, I mean, it's tough. It's tough. Dundee United have been in really, really bad form as of late. Anyway, they've got one win from their last 5. It's going to turn into, yeah, it's not great for them. Anyone watching the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix at 4 o'clock apparently? Some good few games on today. I think Man United are playing with their new manager as well, so that'll be an interesting watch. But the second half is about to get underway here, ladies and gentlemen. As I say, Celtic leading 2 goals to 0 at half time. It was, of course, Tom Rogic with a great solo goal that opened the scoring, and then David Turnbull with an equally as good goal. Callum McGregor's delivery initially, and Turnbull's second goal went round one player, went round there again, and made it 2-0. And really, really comfortable half time here at Tannadice as Celtic look to close the gap to 4 points at the top of the Scottish Premiership. Good to see Arsenal forever. He says, history to learn from, not to keep repeating itself. Let's try and respect each other as human beings and our different opinions. Yeah, man. Celtic are getting settled in the Ernstall, and now it's showing, says Martin Cole 5. Keep it about the football, somebody's saying. Yeah, keep it about football. I mean, most people, I know loads of people like to talk about the battlefields and the religious aspect and that. But look, we're just about football here on this channel. We don't get into that sort of stuff. We've got a good product in Scotland. There's a good product in Scotland. I like the Scottish football. It's great. Leo Labarda's going to be coming on for James Forrest. Don't know if that's a knock, by the way. Is that a tactical, or is it? Why is James Forrest getting taken off? Is that an injury there? Half-time substitution. Leo Labarda coming on. A few injuries, Celtic at the moment. Jota in there apparently could miss the cup final. That's a rumour. I don't know if that's true yet. I'll have to dig a bit later on, but apparently he's out for a little while. Big miss for him. Who do you think will win the English Premier League, Chelsea or City? How come you didn't give Liverpool in the? How come you didn't get Liverpool in the question? Because I'm going to go with Liverpool. I did think Chelsea were going to win it, but Chelsea for me are a bit. They've just shown they're a bit inconsistent. West Ham are looking great though. West Ham got finished 4th. Dundee United trying to find a response here in the start of this second half. As I said, we are back underway, ladies and gentlemen. Here comes Celtic now with David Turnbull. Turnbull into Kyogo already. Celtic looking for an early goal in the second half, and that's cleared away by Mulgrew. And that goes out for an early Celtic corner. Forrest wasn't great, says Martin Coyle. I only watch football because I bet, says Abdu. Fair play. I remember I used to be like that, mate. I didn't used to be like that. I remember I used to just watch random games because I used to put bets on them. And it got into a weird state where I'd be watching like MLS games. But here comes Celtic with another chance here for 3, and that's blocked again and cleared over. Celtic already looking to try and add to their 2-goal scoreline here already, but cleared away there from Dundee United. I used to bet on like random games. We sat up at 2 in the morning watching River Plate versus somebody, River Plate versus some random Argentinian side, and bet on Bet365. It got to the point where it was a bit of a weird habit, so I stopped. I don't bet anymore. Let's see Slippy G, mate. Hope you're well. Dan, if you had 1.3 million subs, would you turn up sick, spluttering and coughing like Goldbridge all week? Mate, well, yesterday I needed to take the day off, buddy. I mean, I've done so many live streams before where I've been a bit hungover. The Mexico series was that time. I used to come on rough as anything. But look, yesterday I was at a point where I couldn't. I was sick. Like, it wasn't hangover. I was being sick, man. So I couldn't do the live stream yesterday. As everybody knows, I've never missed a live stream here on this channel since I started this channel. That was January. I've never missed a Rangers or a Celtic game ever on this channel. So yeah, I mean, I still watched the game. I still watched it, but I watched it from bed. So it was a good game by Rangers. Rangers actually played really, really well. Dundee were pretty abysmal apart from the goalkeeper. But yeah, I mean, they've done okay for themselves. They've started to climb themselves up the table. They're at ninth at the moment. I do think they have a bit of quality to stay up in the division this year, Dundee. I don't think they'll go down. I think it will be County, unfortunately. I do like Ross County, but yeah, I do think they'll go. And I think who's in 11th at the moment? Livy, is it Livy? Yeah, I mean, look, I don't mind Livy, but I'd like Livy to go down because I like David Martindale, but I just don't hate plastic parks. So the plastic teams I want the plastic teams out of the league. So, having said that, I was watching the Championship on Friday. I wasn't watching the game. I kept an eye on the score. But Inverness versus Kilmarnock. Obviously, Kilmarnock with another team with a honking plastic pitch, and they're now running away with the league. At one point, I thought Inverness were going to be coming back up. I do like Inverness. I got a little soft spot for Inverness. I have no idea why, but yeah, I wanted Inverness to come back up into the top tier. But yeah, it looks like Kilmarnock are running away with it at the moment. But if Kilmarnock are going to come up, then I want Livingston to go back down there because I don't hate plastic parks. I'm so against it. So it'd be great if Kilmarnock go down. If Kilmarnock go up, then I want Livingston to go down. Oh, Dan, that hurts, mate. Staggies to stay up. No, I don't. I wouldn't mind the I'd rather Staggies stay up, but I don't think they will. I'm saying I think they'll get relegated. Hope they do stay up though. Here comes Dundee United now with a chance, looking to try and find one more goal back in this game. Blocked there again by Celtic. Now down that left-hand side here again. Pushing forward. Dundee United's team, I don't even know really any of their players that much, to be fair. I was actually just thinking about it then. I was looking at the names, I was thinking, I actually don't know any of the players that play for United. But the other sides in the league, I'm like, yeah, I know who they are, but for some weird reason, I don't really know the United players that well. Mulgrew, Segrist. Now here they come again, Dundee United. Do you remember Segrist offered his services to Celtic in the summer? Said, oh yeah, I'm out of contract. I'm out of contract. I'm ready to go to Celtic if they want me or something like that. Now, who has the best pies in Scottish football? Well, I haven't had many pies in Scottish football. Let's be perfectly honest. But I would go by the rumours have it. Rumours have it that it's Kilmarnock. So I've not yet tried a Kilmarnock pie. But I'll try. Simon Lawford says, who's the top goal scorer in the SPL? I don't know who is actually at the moment. Is it Kyogo? Who's the top goal scorer? I don't think it's going to be an individual. Who is it? I don't know. I don't know who's the top goal scorer at the moment. If I had to guess, I'd say Kyogo. Is it Kyogo? I'm sure someone will get it on there. But here comes Celtic again now. A chance for them, and that's blocked again there by United. 6 minutes already into this second half, and Celtic already showing hunger to go and get a third goal here. Kyogo that time just caught off. But nice play. Dominant display from Celtic here already. Kyogo just cutting inside. Kyogo just putting a ball into the box as well, but blocked by Dundee United. Tony, what is top goal scorer, says Michael Stone. There you go, that's a shout. I didn't know that. Fair play to them. Rangers had new pies in yesterday. Nice. Love it, Whit. Christine says a killie pie. Who's had a killie pie? Are they actually that good, or are they just overhyped? What do they do with their pies? I've been to Kilmarnock, and I'm not. Oh, sorry, I'm not going to slag a place off, but Kilmarnock's an interesting town, isn't it? There's some interesting people there in Kilmarnock. I had a Greg's in Kilmarnock, and yeah, it was. And it's an interesting town. I'm not going to say anything more than that. I'm not going to say anything more than that because people live there. Hope they're not selling the old pie. Have you ever tried a hairy pie? I don't think so. I do like my pies, but yeah, I need to get up to some of these grounds and check them out. I do need to try a killie pie. Michael Stone says, I've had a killie pie. They are good but overrated. Nice. Celtic still coming forward here again. Anyway, enough about pies. Here comes Celtic now with Turnbull. Turnbull forward. Blocked there again by Dundee United. But as I say, Celtic showing a real dominant display here in the second half and hungry for a third. As that's cleared away again there by United. As it comes back over to David Turnbull. All the way back to Joe Hart. Joe Hart's been a bit of a bystander in this game. It was a long, long time ago since he made that little weird mistake at the start of the match. Dundee United really haven't threatened Celtic whatsoever, nor Joe Hart. But here they come again now. Slightly worried, not slightly worried for Dundee United because I don't really care that much. But the start of their season they had, I really thought they could go on to good things. But just seeing their display over the last sort of 5 games, obviously watching the highlights and stuff like that, 1 win in their last 5, could be a bit worrying for them. It just goes to show that how poor, Aberdeen and Hibernian are at the moment, that they're not capitalising on Dundee United's poor form. They're still in 4th place, weirdly enough. See you later, Sandra. Thank you for tuning in. Harry Player's slang for lady parts. Oh, right, okay. My pat is bad. Well, my understanding of you guys is lingo. Here comes David Turnbull. David Turnbull down the left-hand side, back into Lee Abada. Here's Abada with a shot, and that's blocked there by the United defence again. Mikey Johnson, not a happy man for some reason. The flag went up. He was not happy. Yeah, I've got you now then. It's gonna go. Mad Gallant Pioneer's now is a Twitter celebrity now, aren't you, bud? Send Mad Gallant Pioneer all over Instagram memes and stuff. We've got our own Twitter celebrity that comes into these live streams. Gallant Pioneer, go check him out on Twitter. Guy's mental. He's always getting put on like Scottish patter and stuff like that. Funny guy, man. Funny guy. He's always arguing with somebody in those Twitter streams, man. Here comes Celtic now with Kyogo. Blocked there again by Dundee United. Back over through to Charlie Mulgrew. Charlie Mulgrew's still probably their best player today. Still at like 35. He's doing bits for United at the moment. Michael Stones says I'm a celebrity as well. Nice, man. Famous or infamous? Funny, man. He's always on Scott football patter and all that. You just see his name come up and like, no, Gallant Pioneer is just getting in there again. James Kane says, I'm not going to repeat, but no, it can smell the fear. Gio is a roaster and will be gone in 6 months, says James. I think Gio's been really, really good for Rangers so far. As I said, I've said so many times in terms of a Rangers perspective. Here comes Celtic now into Turnbull. Forward here again for Juranovic, and that's straight into the hands there of Segrist. Yeah, things were going stale for Rangers under Gerrard. Just think like they were grinding out performances, but it just lacked a bit of a spark. And since Giovanni's came in, apart from the Hibs game, Rangers have played pretty well in all 4 of those matches. So I think really, really good appointment by Rangers, to be fair. Here's Mulgrew. Griffiths was a joke yesterday. Griffiths was a funny guy yesterday. His career is done, isn't it? Now, Griffiths, you just feel he's one of them guys. Like you get them. He always gets a second chance, third chance, fourth chance. And then as soon as he gets that chance, he just chucks it back in people's faces. Like didn't Ange Postecoglou give him a Celtic 1-year contract? Made an arse of it. Started messaging people, messaging little girls or something like that. Sent away on loan to Dundee, and he just made an arse of himself. He just come on the park yesterday. Should have just kept his head down. He's obviously going to get a honking reception just because of who he is. But just keep your head down, man, and just try and get a goal, or just try and reboot your career. He's still quite a young guy as well, and he's just, it just feels like his career is done now. I don't think he's going to get a massive contract anywhere after Celtic. I'm trying to think where the guy could go, but he does strike me as a sort of guy that's, had a football career, but will end up being, don't know, he's just an interesting guy. I actually think he's an all right guy, to be fair, but doesn't really help himself on the park. In terms of a person, I think I watched him on Open Goal, and he seemed like a decent bloke. And here comes Kyogo, surely can make it 3. Kyogo coming round, and he's offside. The flag's already up there, and flag goes up there. Gio is more tactically astute and diverse than Gerrard. Gerrard's tactics became predictable, says John Park. Just find it strange that you have an Irish name but support Rangers. Michael. Ange Postecoglou has an eating disorder. Jesus Christ. Thomas M. Good to see you, mate. How many Aussies have we got here in the live stream? To be fair, did you know before even Ange Postecoglou took over? As I said, I used to live in Sydney, and down my street in Glebe, there was actually a Celtic, it's a massive Celtic sticker blasted on this lamppost near my house. So I think they did have quite a decent support out there anyway before that. Now here come Dundee United back in the middle of the park. Here comes a way through. One back there by Celtic. And again, Dundee United just can't get themselves up the park. As I said, I don't think they're going to create anything. The ball came forward over to David Turnbull. Now here he comes again now, Turnbull. Over the top. Cleared away. And blocked there again by Dundee United. Back on the ball there. Celtic showing some dominance. Really hungry for that third goal as they come down that right-hand side here again. Here comes Kyogo. Oh, save in half there again from Siegrist. Almost there, making it 3. Siegrist not happy with his Dundee United defence. Barking the orders. Kyogo nearly could have made it 3. Has had a good few chances today, Kyogo, already. Just missed them. Heading perspective, Charlie Mulgrew been a bit of a rock for Dundee United in this game. I don't know if he's just putting that extra 10-20% in because obviously it's against his former side, but he's had an alright game today. Probably one of the only players who probably gets pass marks for Dundee United. Mulgrew's been in about everything, to be fair, in terms of the creative department, defensively. He's had a decent game, to be fair. You're obsessed. Ball comes back into the box there again from Dundee United, but it's cleared away quickly there by Celtic. Goes back out for another throw-in. And back out as Butcher. He's having a word too. Or is he going to get dismissed here? Callum McGregor's in his ear. Someone's going to be getting dismissed, I think. Nope, gets a yellow card for that one. Butcher. Callum McGregor was barking in his ear. He wanted a red there that time, but yeah, the referee gives a yellow. Oh, he's a lucky man. Butcher. Oh, Butcher, man, it was right into the to the shin there. Could have been a red. I'd have maybe gave a red for that. Just having a look at that replay from that Siegrist save. Cracking save there by Siegrist. Kyogo, point blank. Butcher gets a yellow card. I think Callum Butcher might be a lucky man, actually. On further inspection, I thought that could have been a red. Straight into the shin. Ad star ped. Oh no, Liverpool versus Steven Gerrard, match day 16. I had a feeling, Dan. What was your thought? Liverpool versus Villa. Should we go easy on him? I think Liverpool will obviously go and win that game. you know, it's going to be a tough one with Aston Villa or a team like that. Or there's only as far as you can take them. So whatever their success is, if Villa are looking to maybe have a West Ham season, get into the Europa League and kind of play there, that's as far as you can really take them. Maybe win an FA Cup or a League Cup or something like that. It's not really, you can't really do that much with Villa. They're never going to win the league, let's put it that way. Get clipped for that for 3 years later when they go and win the league. But yeah, no, they'll never ever win the league or anything like that. But yeah, maybe like a Europa League or something like that they might be aiming for. Who knows? But yeah, I can't see it. Here's Segrist. Hits that one long. Headed back down there again from Celtic. Celtic clearing it away. Chance for them. Hanover 1-0 up against Hamburg at half-time at the moment. Dinamo Dresden are 0-0 in the Bundesliga 2, the early kickoffs. Who else have we got here? I feel horrible today, says Michael Stone. He's loving it. Oh, here comes Celtic now again. Playing up from the back here already. So they are hungry for more goals here, Celtic. I'm sure the Celtic fans are loving this display so far. Really trying to put Dundee United to the sword. And again, United just stopping that advance from Celtic. Not for long. Here comes Kyogo Furuhashi. Ball comes back in from Celtic again. That's cleared again. There, the big man, Mulgrew. A bit of a rock at the back at the moment. As I said, probably one of the only players that gets pass marks for me in this game for Dundee United. Mulgrew's had an interesting game. It's been there or thereabouts in terms of every challenge, every big moment for Dundee United. Golden Temple says, typically that I come on the stream and people aren't talking politics. Yes, good, Michael Stowe. Good to see you, mate. I know the last thing you probably want to hear is my voice when you're ill, to be perfectly honest, mate. But yeah, appreciate you coming in. Right, tea's lovely, man. I love a good cup of tea. Here come Dundee United again now, though. Ball comes back into the box. Now back into the area. Dundee United looking for a chance. Celtic just heading it away. David Turnbull just clears that one. Getting back to do a bit of defensive duty. 25 minutes left to play here at Tannadice. Still Dundee United 0. Celtic 2. Celtic have had a good fair few chances so far in this game to kill this game off. Kyogo, you think? Dundee United haven't really had any chances, to be perfectly honest. Celtic have been pretty well drilled at the back. Really, I can't think of Joe Hart. As I said, right at the start of the game, he made a bit of a mistake. But apart from that, he's not really had anything to deal with in terms of a Dundee United perspective. And that's back over there again. Favourite hotel? AB Hotel or the Toxa? I don't think I've been to any of them, mate, to be honest. Come United again now, though, with a shot from up distance. And that's working Joe Hart, but doesn't work him nearly enough there. But at least I suppose Dundee United got a shot on target. As Hart distributes the ball back out to that right-hand side and Celtic go again. I like it. There's one thing someone always taught me. Never get involved with conversations either about religion or politics, because neither side will ever win. It's always constantly just a row. Don't want to waste your energy on. It's just one of them things. That's why I don't talk about it either. I don't ever get in conversations about politics or religion ever, because people are so passionate about both subjects. And both people have, all sorts of people have just different ideas of what. So I just prefer not to get involved in it. Ball over to Joe Hart. Now Hart out to Starfelt. Starfelt down that left-hand side here again. Now here comes Greg Taylor. Taylor forward. Taylor into Turnbull. Celtic coming through here again. Now into Lila Barda. And that ball goes into the box, and that's cleared away by Dundee United. And I think goes out for a Celtic throw-in or a corner. One of the two. Michael Johnston over this one. Celtic looking for the third. It's a throw-in, as I say. Taylor, it goes out to. Is there a Bundesliga fan, please? Who do you support? In the Bundesliga, who do I support? Probably like... Sounds cliche. I like Bayern, but I like Bayern Munich because of just because of their play. I love Thomas Müller and like Lewandowski and all that. But I probably like Mönchengladbach or someone like that, like out of them. But I like Bundesliga too, so I like obviously the obvious Hamburg, good side, and then Dynamo Dresden. I got a soft spot for Dynamo Dresden for some reason. I quite like a few of the German teams. I'm a bit of a slag in the German department. Yeah, I quite like a few of the teams down in Germany. But here comes Dundee United on the counter attack here. Ball goes forward, chance to go through again, and United just can't get through the Celtic defence again. Down that left hand side, Dundee United with a chance. Oh, Hart's blundered. Oh, Hart's made the save. Good save there by Hart. And Dundee United for a second, I thought they had a goal back then, and that would have made this game really interesting going into the last 20 minutes. Hart had to make the save, did. Good bit of play there from United, just cutting open Celtic's defence ever so slightly. And a good save there by Joe Hart to deny United. Nicely cleared. Now here's Sigerist down that right-hand side, clears it forward. And back out of play. United forward there again. Lovely little pass into the middle of the... Dundee United just starting to get a bit of wind in their sails now. May have left it a bit too late, but having a go. Joe Hart just wins the ball back now again there for Celtic. And that's distributed out to that right-hand side and Celtic back on the attack. Is Haaland the best striker of the world? Nah, it's Lewandowski. Lewandowski, man. I'm way more lower over Haaland, man. I love Lewandowski, man. What a player. Oh, here comes Kyogo to finish it off, and Siegrist there to deny Kyogo again. Kyogo through here again. Probably shouldn't have took the shot, put it past it back there to Turnbull. Turnbull was pretty much had a free shot there if he had passed it back, but decided to go back the way, and that's going to go out for a free kick to Celtic. Sorry, a free kick to Dundee United. Adstar Apad said I followed Borussia Dortmund because it had an Aussie goalkeeper. Who was the keeper? Who is it? Before it was an Australian keeper. I do your history check on Dynamo Dresden. Reason why I like Dresden a bit, it reminds me of like a Scottish team. Like Dynamo Dresden are a huge team, right? The team at the bottom. They got unbelievable fans. Really good fans. But like, obviously Germany was split into West and East over the year, like back in 1990. And they used to play in their own separate leagues. So it was like the Scottish League, sort of the East side. Obviously the West side was the best. There was like Bayern Munich and all those sort of teams in there. And Dynamo Dresden were like the Celtic or the Rangers in the East side. And then they combined together in 1990. They used to play in the Champions League, so they used to win their league. And they combined into the Bundesliga. And they're such a massive team. They got relegated in that COVID year down to the third Liga. And their fans were unbelievable down in 3 Liga. Now they're back into Bundesliga 2. They're not doing too bad, but I'd love them to get back into the top flight. That'd be great because they've got some really good fans. Can Arbroath make the SPL? Mate, I'd love to see Arbroath in the SPFL. Someone different. It would be different. I did want Inverness to get promoted. I'm not going to lie, in terms of getting the league title. But mate, I'd be happy. I'd be happy with someone different like Arbroath. I do like seeing different sides come up. But I don't. The reason I said, no offense to any Kilmarnock fans, I don't want Killy coming up, but just because of the plastic pitch. I didn't mind Rugby Park back in the day. It was a decent stadium. Kilmarnock fans are actually all right, but yeah, I just don't like that plastic pitch. Nobody likes it. Nobody likes a plastic park. Ball goes back out of play there. Fuchs takes a shot, and I think that's a corner kick. One there for Dundee United. Looking to try and maybe test Joe Hart in this defence again. There's 20 minutes to do so. Do I want a game of FIFA? I don't play FIFA, mate. I don't play video games, unfortunately. In fact, I'd lie. I play Football Manager. But I don't play like games or any like video games or anything like that, mate. Ball comes back in for United, headed and cleared away by Celtic again. Yeah, I just play. I play FM Football Manager now and then, but sometimes I have to like refrain from playing it all the time, mate, because I get pure hooked to it. Sit there for like the whole day, just play it all day. You feel proper groggy at the end of it. My achievement for the day is, took Kelty Hearts up to the Championship. That's who I'm with at the moment. I've done 5 seasons already on Football Manager 22, and I'm on with Kelty Hearts in the Championship. Tough, but it's tough. Championship. The first year I was in the Championship with Kelty Hearts, I had Dundee United, I had Hearts, Kilmarnock. Who else did I have down there? Ross County, all there in the Championship, and finished 6th in my first season. Struggling again in the second season. Probably won't get promotion to the Premiership, but yeah, trying to grind it. Mike always says, just hope I've not missed anything. Mate, nothing's too much has happened. The second half's gone a bit quiet. Dundee United have got a tiny bit of life here at the end of this game. Whether they're going to make anything happen, I don't know. But they've come pretty close. They are on the attack again now as they come down this right-hand side. It's Fuchs again. Now back over to the middle of the park. Just not really got any options going forward there, United. But their poor form does carry on. 1 win from the last 5. As things stand, here comes Dundee United again. Ball goes into the box. Here's a chance, and Joe Hart there collects the ball. Nice, safe hands, and no trouble from Joe Hart's end as he distributes it out to Turnbull. And Celtic going to try and go for a third goal here as we go into the last 15 minutes of this match. It's Dundee United 0, Celtic 2. East German clubs got the bad end of the deal when the country united in 1990. Very few were allowed in the Bundesliga. Yeah, I know. I seen that, man. It was a tough one, to be fair, bud. It was a tough one. Because I wouldn't remember. I just started getting into a bit of Dresden because back when I first started doing these live streams, after the whole COVID thing, I was doing a lot of German games. A lot of people were doing the Bundesliga, but not a lot of people were doing the Bundesliga too. So I started doing Dresden games, and my old channel was a lot of Dynamo Dresden fans on there because I just kept on doing the streams and they have a really passionate support as well. And they told me about the whole story and stuff like that. And I did my research on Dynamo Dresden. It was a sad state of affairs what happened, really. As you were saying, East German clubs have a different culture to those in the West. Exactly, man. RB Leipzig are now are the team from the East that are they sort of combined all loads of sort of dead clubs from that period, and they're sort of reunited as a sort of phoenix. RB Leipzig sort of represent the east of Germany. Here comes Turnbull as he's brought down there again, and it's going to be a free kick. Butcher's walking a tightrope, by the way. I say he's a lucky man that he was still on the pitch from that challenge on Turnbull. And it looks like Liam Scales is going to be coming on the park. Is he the boy from Shamrock Rovers? Did he come from Ireland? Did he come? John Park says East Germany is still getting a bad deal even though the Germany has united. I don't know too much about my German politics, but is that the case? Is it still going bad out there? What is the big derby in East Germany? I don't know. Oh, Celtic with a free kick goes over the bar. I don't know who Dresden's rivals are. I think they just hate anyone from the West. But they've got some good fans, Dynamo Dresden. If look at their if you're into your fan culture and into ultras and stuff like that, look at if you ever get some time, watch Dynamo Dresden's compilation on YouTube. They've got really, really passionate. In fact, they were down in the 3rd division last year in Germany. They were unbelievable. They obviously didn't get to watch it last year, but because of the COVID thing. But mate, they got some really, really good fans. They're a giant. They're so big. They just haven't got the money to get up the leagues. Liam Scales had to leave Ireland under some bad circumstances. They've got another boy that's apparently Celtic wanting to sign. His best mate, Danny Madrao. Danny Madrao or something like that. He's from Shamrock. Apparently Celtic want him as well. He's had a good season. I mean, he's a bit of a not a Judas. He was playing for the Bohemians, and if you know your Irish football, which I don't know, I won't claim I know a lot about Irish football, but he played for the Bohemians, and their big rivals, the Dublin rivals, are Shamrock, and he left on a free contract. That Danny Madrao, he ended up going from Bohemians to Shamrock. Here comes Kyogo to finish it off. Ball goes into the box and over and out. Again, Kyogo just can't hit the target today. He's just kept getting denied over by the goalkeeper or the woodworker, just can't get it on target. But yeah, he walked that tight line, that tightrope sort of thing, at the end of his Bohemians contract, he went over to Shamrock. And yeah, he's hated out there in Dublin at the moment. Won the league with Shamrock this year, I think, and now they're, yeah, as I say, linked with Celtic at the moment. So, but Liam Scales hasn't really played for Celtic so far this season. So, are Celtic really going to be eyeing that market again? I don't know. I mean, it's a fairly strong link, to be fair. Joseph Call says, which derbies in Germany you want to see except the Klassiker? Mate, after the Klassiker, man, I want to go see Hamburg and St. Pauli. I want to see the Hamburg derby, man. That looks like a good one. There's like fascists against each other, and I think that's a decent derby. In Bundesliga too, that'd be a cracker. Hamburg v St. Pauli. I'd want to see that one. Michael Hoy says think Celtic are too big and rich for Scottish football now. Hey, don't say who Bohemians support Shamrock Rovers. They're better. Do you understand? Mate, I'm not getting involved in Irish football too much, mate. But no, I know that they hate each other, the Dublin rivals. Who's more complex? Here comes Celtic again now, playing from the middle of the park. Down that right-hand side. Still looking for another as we're going into this last 12 minutes. As I said, they've got the second goal. But Celtic not struggled, but found it hard to find that third goal to really kill this game off. And now here they come now, Celtic. Ball into the danger area. And there's Kyogo there. Just missing another chance as that goes back out of play and cleared away by Seager. Seager's had a good second half, to be fair to him. A good second half. Thoughts on Union Berlin versus Hertha. That's a decent one. I like Union Berlin. I like their story of they never been to the top flight of German football, and they beat Stuttgart in the playoffs on away goals, and then in the first season, I think they finished like 14th. They stayed up. Second season, they qualified for the Europa Conference League, and now they're in the and they're doing all right in the Conference League, and they're doing all right. I don't know where they are in the league, actually. I haven't been following it, but yeah, I like the story of Union Berlin. They have some decent fans. German football has really good supporters. Like, their stadiums are always full due to their prices are so low. They have a passionate support at all sorts of teams. There's not too much money in the game where it's ruined. I think it's a decent level, but from 2nd to 18th, the Bundesliga is a really exciting watch. But obviously, Bayern always win it. But from 2nd to 18th, you have Schalke in the Champions League. Then they get relegated the year later. So it's an interesting division. But obviously, they just need to. It's just a bit whoever wins the league is a bit boring because Bayern are always winning it. Well, I think that might change over time. I think RB Leipzig have got they're like the breadwinners at the moment, and Dortmund. It's just too much of a selling club. You think about Dortmund last year, they had 3 of the best talents. They had Haaland, they had Jadon Sancho, and they had Jude Bellingham. But they just don't. They kind of just like rest on their laurels. They never really add players to their division, do they? They never do it. But here comes Celtic now again here with Starfelt. 10 minutes to go left of the second half. It's still 2-0 to Celtic, and 3 points are going back to the east end of Glasgow, but I think we just want another goal here. So dominate the whole game, really. Just struggled for a goal in the second half. But ball comes in. This could be a chance. And there's the chance. And it's 3. Just as I was talking about it, Celtic make it 3. And it's that Irishman, the ex-Shamrock boy, Liam Scales, who gets his first goal for Celtic. And it's 3-0 here. And game is well and truly done, if it wasn't already a few moments ago. But Liam Scales gets his first goal for Celtic. Coming onto the park, but a decent shot by him. And as I say, Celtic take all 3 points back to the east of Glasgow, as that's all done. He's been to the Berlin derby. Matt Maloney says, would love to go to the Dublin derby. Check that one out. I would go. Celtic 3-0. Done. Job is finished. Yeah, but to be fair, the next live stream I might ban word church or something like that, or religion or something like that, so you guys can't talk about it. It is a bit boring, isn't it? No one's interested in religion or politics, really. Now you start talking about that in a pub, man, it just downhill from there, bud. Yeah, Tanner Ice is vacating. Golden Temple says it's so annoying that Rangers lost the same fixture. Dundee United were good at the start of the season. They were really good at the start of the season. But yeah, it's kind of like, to put it politely, Dundee United just went off the edge of a cliff. It's been horrendous lately. Have we got any United fans here in the live stream, guys? I want to hear from you guys. What do you think of today's performance? What do you think of the form as of late for Dundee United? As I say, sitting fourth, sitting okay at the moment, but when you start picking up performances and getting these wins back on the board again, especially if you want European football. Dundee United and Hearts, I didn't really see them getting European football, but I see more Hearts do have a decent chance at it. But Dundee United need to start picking up their results and getting things going again. Which is the most underrated derby? Yeah, I like that Gallant Pioneer. So that's what this stream's been, mate, by the way. It's been off topic today. But yeah, we've enjoyed it. As long as there's no more religion or politics, then we'll get that right out there. I'm enjoying this live chat. There's Fuchs. Fuchs forward. Straight into Carter Vickers and back to Joe Hart. As that's cleared away again there by them. Someone said, what's an underrated derby? I think a lot of the English derbies are very overrated. Like Sky will try and push Man United and Liverpool narratives and stuff like that. The Merseyside derby, sorry Liverpool fans, sorry Everton fans, back in the 80s, 90s, I think that was a decent derby, but nowadays there's nothing relies on it anymore. There is nothing. Everton are like crap, to put it politely. So back in the 80s, 90s, it used to be 80s, 70s. It used to be for a title. It used to be like Rangers and Celtic. Like whoever wins the derby goes a way of who's going to win the actual title, and that used to be the case back then. But nowadays, Everton are rubbish. Other derbies, Man U, Liverpool, CAC. Yeah, all the English derbies are pretty poor, to be fair. Maybe Villa versus Birmingham's pretty good. But apart from that, I would say they're all pretty poor. In terms of in Europe, I think an underrated derby is Red Star versus Partizan. That's a good game. That's a good game. If you watch that, it's a good game. I watched the cup final last year. Top match. Top game. Gallant Pioneer says, "What's your take on the foreign politics in New Pakistan? Discuss." Mate, well, you know, I'm all for it. I don't know, mate. I got a clue with politics. Honestly, I don't get involved with it. Nor religion. I just don't get involved. Can't be bothered. Now Turnbull with another corner kick here for Celtic. And headed away by Dundee United again. Done and dusted, pretty much. Celtic fine at fourth. Obviously, Rangers won 3-0 yesterday. Celtic add an extra... I think Celtic are winning the goal difference race, if you want to use that terminology. I think they're winning that by 4 goals. I think they've got 4 goal better goal difference than Rangers at the moment. Four minutes to go here. At Tannadice, it's Dundee United 0, Celtic 3. Are Celtic Scotland the most successful club because they won the European Cup, says Michael Hoy? Well, it depends what you're saying in successful. You're saying, are they the most successful club because of the European trophy? But I'd use the terminology most successful as in who's got the most trophies. Here comes Celtic again now. Ball goes forward now into Mikey Johnston. Johnston forward. Johnston now into Scales. Scales into the danger areas. Oh, good chance to make it 4 there. And to be fair, Seagrass... Oh, is another chance. Save by Seagrass. Another good save by Seagrass. To be fair, considering he's letting 3 goals today, Seagrass has been... He's had an alright match, to be fair. He's had a decent match. Yeah, exactly. That's that. Ajax versus Feyenoord is a big derby. Yeah, Ajax is a Feyenoord is a big derby, but do you know what the thing is with Ajax and Feyenoord is that they're like here in Glasgow, you'll never see Rangers players. Well, it's happened like once. It's happened 5 times in history, right? Rangers players playing for the Celtic and vice versa. In Ajax, in Holland, it's so normal for a player to play for Ajax and then go to play for Feyenoord. Or like Johan Cruyff, he played for Ajax and then he played for Feyenoord. So they don't care about like the jumping over into each other's teams. So it's like I do find that slightly weird. And as much as the fans hate each other, Ajax and thingy, but their players all jump over there. Some they'll play for Ajax, then they'll play for Feyenoord, then they'll vice versa. You know. Dynamo Dresden 2-1 up against Kaiser, whatever they're called. Good result for them at the moment. And we've got a couple minutes to go here at Tannadice. Celtic will go into second. Pretty creating some space between them and Dundee United, by the way. And closing that gap on Rangers at 4 points. Games are coming thick and fast. Next up for Celtic, of course, is Royal Betis on Thursday. Followed by Hearts at Celtic Park on the weekend. Another huge game there as well. London derby, Spurs versus West Ham. That's an alright one. Edward says, yeah, it reminds me of the Cobb and Webb TV series joke about the Sky Network making a big thing about Southampton v Portsmouth. No, it's not, Gallant, the 7th. It goes... England, Spain, Italy, Germany, France, Portugal, then the Eredivisie. 7th. Into the last minute. Stoppage time on the way. We start to get another goal here. Who comes forward? And cleared away again. Wanderers v City. Yeah, the Sydney derby. I never got to see it. No, I got you, Edwards. I get you. Yeah, I know. It's just, I don't, yeah. For me, I'm a big man about loyalty in football. I don't hate seeing players jump over to... I hate seeing players jump over to rivals teams in general. But, yeah, I mean, to go from, like, Ajax to Feyenoord or Celtic to Rangers or Hearts to here. I just couldn't jump over, like, go to different derbies. I think Michael Stewart's done it a couple of times, hasn't he? He's Hearts, Hibs. Here comes Celtic to make it 4! Chance! Oh, just wide of the post there. So close. And is it... Who is it there? Leah Labada, I think it was that time. And Celtic have had some real good chances to make this about 5 or 6-0. Just can't find the back of the net. Seagrass has actually made the score look fairly respectable for Dundee United today. Had a good game despite letting in 3 already today. Mate Bellotta says Dutch Eredivisie is a farmers' league. But I think especially living in England, man, every league except from the Premier League is a farmers' league apparently. To everyone in England, literally. I'll say like, it's always talking about like I think Messi or something. Yeah, he was doing a farmers' league. It was like La Liga's like a top league. Yeah, it's not like that great at the moment, but it's been a decent league over the years. People calling it a farmers' league. Here's Scales again, back over to Turnbull. Couple minutes to go left of the stoppage time. It's Dundee United 0, Celtic 3. Scales getting his first goal as a Celtic player. Now here he comes again. That ball's put over. Seeing it out. Almost keeping the clean sheet. his heart. Now forward there again. To that right-hand side. Now here comes Celtic again. Maybe one last chance. Nope, Seagrass collects it. And a minute left of the stoppage. And we are nearly done. In 1920, the Dutch league was cancelled. Ajax and AZ on equal points. Yeah, I sent that one. Guys, if you haven't already, please do smash that like button. Let's try and get over, as I say, let's try and get to 150 likes before the end. We've got about a minute to do so. Thank you so much for tuning in. I know it's been a bit random today. But yeah, it's been okay. It's been an okay one. If you are new to the channel, please do subscribe. We will be back on Thursday for Celtic versus Real Betis. We've got Rangers versus Lyon as well on Thursday. And some big fixtures across the weekend. Games are coming thick and fast through December, the way we all like it. Because obviously January we're going to be neglected. Because I think it's a 2 or 3 week break. So yeah, guys, make sure you do subscribe. Enjoy the next couple of games coming up. We do publish daily videos as well. I usually pump out about 2 videos a day, usually, if there's some decent news going around. If not, then I usually pump out a video a day. But yeah, thank you so much for tuning in, guys. Thank you everyone who's liked and subscribed, and thank you to the regulars again. I don't say that enough. Thanks to the regulars again for tuning in. You guys make this community. You guys make it fun. And yeah, you guys are as much as a part of the channel as I am, you know, doing the talking. But yeah, guys, thank you so much. The game's finished here, ladies and gentlemen. I'll see you all next time. Take care. Look after yourselves.